Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Brewers. Over the offseason, this organization embraced a new look, hoping maybe that can change the course of the franchise. For more, let's turn to Heidi Watney.
Now you can see the new look for this team all over town as fans have been streaming to the team store to pick up some fresh gear. And it's not just the fans who are excited about the new look. Several players proudly sent out photos of their new unis on social media earlier today. Now that the cosmetic changes are done, we'll see if it translates to great play on the field.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Brandon Woodruff gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
And that brings up Javi Baez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bouncer up the middle. Sogard ranging to his right. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Stepping in, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Temperature about what you'd expect for this time of year. 56 degrees at first pitch. Popped him up. Sogard is there. 2 down. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
High in the air out to center field. Kane is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side. Kyle Hendricks is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Okay, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Leadoff single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Brandon Crawford digging in next. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
First 2 batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first 2 ABs, this could be a laser show.
And here's Christian Yelich now. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Wow, you rarely see this guy give up more than a hit an inning, and he's already given up 3 here. It's too early to be concerned, but you do have to keep an eye on him moving forward. He's a pro, though, so he's capable of turning things around in a hurry.
Standing in now, Omar Narvaez pulled toward right center field. Hayward on the run, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Man, you might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks, code red.
So here is Avisail Garcia. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game.
Slam on opening day. That's gotta feel good. Can't get off to a better start to your season. They're going nuts in the dugout, and I don't blame them. This could be an omen for great things to come from this guy and this squad.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Kipnis has it. And finally, there's the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, Eric Sogard. First delivery to him on the way. Line toward right center. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall.
Here's a fly ball well hit. Back goes Hayward at the track. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying. And the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. And man alive, I thought this moment would never come. He's got to be absolutely shell-shocked after a miserable performance. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. Hayward is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Back goes Hayward, still going back, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Yeah, Matty B, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this.
And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the zone.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
The windup and the 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but That was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself.
Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well into right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. In his career versus this pitcher, he's just 1 for 6. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. They're down in order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Last half of the second set to go. That'll bring up Christian Yelich.
Even though they're up by a boatload early.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Omar Narvaez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Shot toward right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Navarez, a runner at second with 1 away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Here's Matt Carpenter. As he rips it on the ground to second. Taken in by Kipnis. And there are 2 away now. Here's Eric Sogard. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. And now a pitch on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Digging in, Jason Kipnis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Smoke is there, and they go down in a hurry here as this. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Next for Milwaukee, Justin Smoke. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball.
Here's a fly ball well hit. Looking up is the center fielder. To the track, to the wall. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here off the bat of Justin Smoke. His second of the game as the blowout continues. Mills is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box now, Brandon Woodruff. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, pretty good swing right there by the pitcher. I know he'll be telling his boys in the dugout to take some hitting lessons from him if he's going to square line drives up all day.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Hit hard on the ground to short. Baez has it. Kipnis on to Rizzo at first, and they get them both. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich as he drives a liner to right center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting, catcher.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning.
High and deep to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. Here's Javier Baez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Hits this one hard the other way. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result it's 0-2.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Up next to the Cubs.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Sogard will put this one away, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Avisail Garcia.
The last at-bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
The third baseman, number 20.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis is there, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Up next to Milwaukee.
Now in the box, Eric Sogard. He's set and the pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
A good job of hitting right there, D-Row. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right at the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Contreras waits on it. And that ends the inning. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch on its way. Wilson Contreras is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Therefore it is Garcia, and he's got it for the first out. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Right there for strike 1. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Anthony Rizzo goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Jeremy Jeffress gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is right there, 1 down. Now to the plate, Christian Yelich. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's a base hit on the line.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Omar Narvaez.
So now to the plate, Omar Narvaez, as he swings and hits a laser to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Digging in once again, Avisail Garcia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an op.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, Debo. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
This is pulled into right. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. So these guys have now scored in each of the first 5 innings. And in case you're wondering how often a team scores at least 1 run every inning, our crack staff tells us it's happened 7 times in the National League, most recently by the Rockies in 1999. Hit sharply toward the right side. Now this will rattle up against the wall. He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. Ryan Tepera gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's Justin Smoke now. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hayward will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. At the plate, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The center fielder.
Corbin Burns is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Into the corner and slicing foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Carpenter shading to his right, 2 down. David Bodie will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13.
In there, strike 1. Bodie, playing here in his age 26 season. He was taken in the 18th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this guy's got it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Rowan Wick gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Leading off for the Brewers, the pitcher.
First offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. Happ is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
So striding in, Lorenzo Cain. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul. Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
At the plate, Brandon Crawford lifted down the line in left. And that'll get over the wall, so forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, do they send?
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Into the bullpen and gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead got even wider.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Craig Kimbrell gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate now, Omar Narvaez. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him as they just continue to pour it on here. So batting practice continues here today as they notch their 7th home run of the game.
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Damn, one of my favorite places to hit at. I always felt like great batter's eye in dead center. You can move traffic to both gaps. A lot of home runs get hit in this yard.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
The third baseman, number 15.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. To the plate now, Matt Carpenter. Line toward the alley in left center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Standing in now, Eric Sogard. Will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And now over the wall. And this is going to be ruled a home run. I almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Roll. Wind blowing in like it was today, the ball is still leaving the ballpark.
Yeah, and I think both pitchers used it was a disadvantage. They thought with the wind blowing in, they could attack the zone. They left a lot of pitches over the middle of the plate, and both these offense proved them wrong.
2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. On to first, and there were 2 down. Ready now, Corbin Burns comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. This will come up empty that time on a sinker at strike 1. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. 7th inning ready to roll, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Javier Baez.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Here it comes. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Striding in, Jason Hayward. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit down the line at first. And there goes the combined no-hitter. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board. Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
This is skied out toward right. Yelich is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in, Anthony Rizzo, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Cubs. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping up as the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. First pitch on its way, and he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as the blowout continues. Into the box now, Christian Yelich, as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Coming to the plate now, Omar Narvaez, working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
So here's Avisail Garcia. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Matt Carpenter has prior history in this matchup. He's 2 for 3. Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases. 0-1, here's the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Kyle Schwarber.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-1 to Schwarber.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Comes set with the 0-1. Popped him up. Navarez has a play. 2 gone. Victor Caratini will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
And it's fouled away. Happ is off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One left. Dan Winkler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Eric Sogard. Right side hit hard, and that is through into right field for a single. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up, pulled toward right center field. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Freddie Peralta. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The center fielder, number 6.
So stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs.
He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Number 35. Shortstop, Brandon.
So now to the plate, Brandon Crawford, as he sends it on the ground to first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Brewers forced to settle for 1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Javier Baez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Behind
0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Grounded weakly toward third. Scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
26-0 the final this afternoon. The Milwaukee Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brandon Woodruff Gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he tosses 5 no-hit innings. Kyle Hendricks was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Our paid attendance at Miller Park this afternoon, 41,900. The Brewers